What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mr. Zero to Infinity for episode 51. With the electric vehicle market getting so much attention, there's a new player that's looking to enter a niche market. AYRO Inc. AYRO stock. Look at that pinned tweet from AYRO Inc. With all the attention focused on electric vehicles lately, here's a short video about our EV company with tags of Tesla, TSLA, Workhorse, WKHS, Nikola, NKLA. We can't leave out Tortoise Acquisition Corp, which is expected to merge with Hyliion. That SHLL stock episode received over 600 likes and brought in a lot more subscribers. Will this episode top that 600 liked video? Time will tell. Make sure to click that like button and we'll find out. So that tweet mentioned all of the major players in the electric vehicle market, with many more expected to trade on the stock market. If you've been following along with my channel, you already know I'm always staying on top of trends online and offline. Well, if you haven't noticed, a ton of these electric car companies are trending right now. Stocktwits and Reddit Forums have a ton of traders and investors beginning to talk about AYRO. So what's AYRO stock all about? Before I get into AYRO, quick disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and anything discussed on this YouTube channel should not be viewed as investment advice. All ideas and opinions presented in this episode are mine and mine alone. You should never take any of this information as guidance for buying or selling any type of investment or security. Always do your own research prior to making any investments. So let's get straight to it. AYRO has been a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ since May 29th, 2020. The merger was with DropCar Inc., which was DCAR stock. Rod Keller is the CEO of AYRO, and he's excited to expand its line of light-duty electric vehicles. He was the former president of Segway. Here's the About AYRO description found on AYRO.com. It's a company that designs and delivers compact, emissions-free electric fleet solutions within urban and short-haul markets. So it's a niche market. Think college campuses and local food delivery. Currently, there are a ton of college campuses using small golf carts to get from point A to point B, so AYRO is looking to enter the market and help campuses and any other urban areas looking to make the switch to clean energy. I reviewed the virtual town meeting video hosted by the CEO Rod Keller. Definitely take a look at that if you have time. Rod Keller stated he's looking to bridge the gap between the electric scooters and motorcycles market and the vehicle lineups like Tesla. So as mentioned, it's a very niche market. AYRO was founded in 2017 in Austin, Texas. It's a focused electric vehicle company producing compact, purpose-built, automotive-grade, street-legal electric vehicles. The vehicles manufactured are used for low-speed logistics, cargo services, and food delivery on higher education campuses, corporate campuses, major stadiums, government facilities, and hotels and resorts, football stadiums, just to name a few. The company has a strategic partnership with DropCar to help transition this niche market from gas to electric over the next 5 years. There's a ton of information on AYRO.com for you to research yourself. To summarize, there's a DropCar 411 vehicle, which is a light-duty electric truck under the brand DropCar 411, and Rod Keller said it has a range of 50 miles with a 6 to 8 hour charge time. There's also an AYRO 311, which Rod said goes up to 50 miles per hour and can be used for quick service delivery. Think catering companies, housekeeping for hotels and resorts, moving things on college campuses. Back on March 31st, 2020, AYRO announced with strategic partner DropCar it is expanding into the higher ed market at Princeton and Penn State. The announcement said both higher ed campuses have taken ownership of all electric DropCar 411 utility trucks built by AYRO Inc. at its Texas factory. As a retail investor doing research on AYRO, there's a lot of due diligence and follow-up that goes along with any investment. There's a ton of questions to be answered. If colleges like Princeton and Penn State are already using AYRO's electric vehicles, are they happy and satisfied with the product? I'm sure AYRO will mention these two colleges in their sales pitch to other college campuses looking to add to their fleets, looking to reduce their carbon footprint. How many other electric vehicle competitors are already in use on college campuses? That's another question. How long will it take for campuses and corporations to convert over from gas-powered vehicles to electric vehicles? Will the trend of zero-emission sustainability goals continue? Will those goals be cost-effective long-term? Will AYRO's product line of vehicles be in demand? And will AYRO be able to keep up with that demand? I could see why AYRO is targeting the light-duty vehicle niche. College campuses are just one sector. I know there's a need for smaller vehicles to move through narrow passageways, easy access, use inside, no emissions, not gas-powered. Food delivery is another sector. Since AYRO's vehicles have a 50-mile range, will more and more companies purchase electric vehicles versus gas-powered vehicles that may be much more expensive? The Club Car relationship is a competitive advantage in my opinion. Club Car already has strong business relationships. Will AYRO be able to gain market share in the golf cart market? Tons of questions. I thought it was an interesting company to bring to your attention since a lot of people like that Hyliion video covering SHLL stock and also that Nikola stock video. I just started my research on AYRO stock myself, so let me know if there's interest in a follow-up episode of this one. If we get over 500 plus likes, I'll definitely have to go in more depth on this one. I do want to mention that this is a very, very small cap stock, which means price fluctuation could get a bit crazy, especially with a lot of traders in these types of stocks. It's a stock that could potentially have large swings up and down, so always do your own research and never just buy a stock because the hype surrounding the stock. Always have a game plan with a goal and time horizon and know that any stock can go to $0. So, are you bullish or bearish on AYRO stock? Let me know in the comments below. As I do in every episode, let's do a quick stock portfolio update. The portfolio is a little over $7,800 at the time I took this screenshot. I've yet to sell any stock since starting the stock portfolio back in the beginning of the year. If you've been following each episode, you'll notice I added some more cash since last episode, which needs to settle. My main investment strategy for this portfolio primarily focuses on undervalued growth stocks that will go up in value over a long period of time. I saw a growth opportunity in the freelancer gig economy, so I bought Fiverr stock. I bought Apple stock because I believe the 5G upgrade cycle is coming and Apple Pay is gaining market share in the contactless payment segment. It's one of the big FANG stocks that you hear about in the news headlines. Penn National Gaming stock is a play on the growth opportunity in the sports betting industry with Barstool Sports. I bought Starbucks stock because I believe the Starbucks brand will continue to grow around the world and it also pays a dividend. I like Square stock because of the growth potential of the Cash App, and I believe it's one of the best fintech stocks that is disrupting the old school banking stocks. I bought Costco because I like the loyal customer base and the unique subscription model that they have. Last but not least, my small position is Shift4 Payments. I'm seeing a transition to more digital transactions in the hospitality industry, and Shift4 Payments has built a software in which many big brands are using to process payments. Those are just some quick points about why I bought each growth stock in my stock portfolio. A lot more information can be found in earlier episodes. I'm actually working on my next episode, which will cover 3 stocks that I'll be buying in July 2020. Will a AYRO stock make the list? You'll have to stay tuned. The portfolio is up a little over 55% at the time I took this screenshot, and I am perfectly okay with any of my stocks falling in price since the portfolio is still very, very small, and I plan to ramp up my deposits as we continue with this episode series. There's plenty of time to grow this portfolio, so I'm in no rush. I would categorize myself as a long-term investor, but I also will take advantage of a short-term trend if the company matches up with my investment goals. This one was a short one. Let's end it there. Play the music. Maybe I didn't earn your subscription with this episode, but there's always next episode. It's free to subscribe, and a couple of my favorite comments from last episode are on your screen. Feel free to watch my earlier episodes of how I'm growing one of my stock portfolios. All my episodes are meant to be watched in order since the stock market is always changing and there are always new trends to be found as the weeks tick forward. Instagram is Mr. Zero to Infinity. Thanks again for watching. Let's keep building from zero to infinity. You got this. Disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and anything discussed on this YouTube channel should not be viewed as investment advice. All ideas and opinions presented in this episode are mine and mine alone. You should never take any of this information as guidance for buying or selling any type of investment or security. Always do your own research prior to making any investments. Do not assume any facts and numbers in this video are accurate. Read the disclaimer on your screen fully. Peace.